Hey guys, welcome back to Beer Geek Nation I. I'm your host, Chris Stelz, and today, guys, we are looking at something a little bit different, something I didn't think much about until I got a couple emails from a few people. And this, my friends, I'm talking about craft beer in Puerto Rico. Believe it or not, there's actually a lot of craft beer in Puerto Rico. A lot of craft breweries are starting to pop up, I believe. Well, first of all, let me give a big thanks to, I believe his name is pronounced Luigi. It's Luiggie. He goes by the Beer Rican. He has a Puerto Rican craft beer blog, and I'll put the link below, so definitely check him out. He provided the beers in question today, but he was telling me there are a bunch of small craft breweries popping up all over Puerto Rico. And he said there's a bunch of bottle shops, a bunch of different craft beer bars, and they're getting, the big beers. They said they get some Bells and some other bigger brands that, I don't see why they shouldn't get them, but I just assume they didn't. I just see it as a kind of a tourist trap for some reason, but that's not true at all. So they have beautiful weather, it's a beautiful place to live, and they get great craft beer. Sounds like San Diego, if you ask me. But with that said, the brewery in question today is a Puerto Rican craft brewery. This is from Old Harbour Brewery out of Carolina, Puerto Rico, and we're gonna look at two of their beers. He sent me the Old Harbour IPA. It's an IPA, let's see what it talks about. Dark caramel crystal, doesn't really say the hops on it. What I found interesting is the ABV is listed as not less than 6%, not more than 9%. So we'll definitely check that one out. It's probably gonna be a little maltier IPA. And the other one, and I'm going to butcher the pronunciation on this, I believe it's Taina. I think it's T-A-I-N-A. It's a smoked robust porter, classic English porter, and it says the ABV is between 5.7 and 6.2%, and the IBUs around 28 to 30. And again, both of these are from Old Harbour Brewery out of Carolina, Puerto Rico. So yeah, like I said, craft beer in Puerto Rico is really exploding right now, like it is throughout the rest of the country, throughout the rest of the world, pretty much everywhere. So it's really cool. Maybe, we'll start seeing some of this stuff in the States. We don't see much of it as far as I can tell in the US, but who knows, maybe that'll change the next year or so. So let's start with the IPA over here. And again, this is the Old Harbour IPA. Definitely getting a touch of citrus, a little bit of a tropical fruit in there, big sweet maltiness. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It might be a little bit on the older side. It's kind of hard to tell. Very, very malty, very kind of citrusy hop characteristic, but pretty subdued. The malt is definitely more more present in this one. I don't get a lot of alcohol, so I think it's probably on the lower ABV spectrum. Yeah, but it's not bad at all. Definitely for my first Puerto Rican beer. Again, I'm glad I got to try it. And move on to the Old Harbour. This is their Taina, again, a smoked robust porter. Again, 5.7, 6.2%, depending on, I guess, the variation of the batch. Definitely get a roasty note, some coffee, a touch of dark fruit, a little bit of chocolate. Definitely getting a campfire smokiness in there, a little ashiness. Oh, wow, that's really nice. Wow, there's a big kind of a sweet vanilla undertone to it that kind of helps counteract some of the smokiness. Not a big smoked beer fan, but I do find every once in a while that I do really like one. I enjoy this one a lot. There's definitely a sweetness to it, kind of a milk chocolate sweetness, vanilla sweetness in there, subtle coffee, subtle smokiness, very, very well balanced. I could drink a lot of this. This stuff's fantastic. A little bit of smokiness, not too in your face. So if you don't like smoked beers and you do get to try this one, definitely check it out. Yeah, very nice. And I believe he said this was a seasonal release for them. So yeah, that's it. This is Old Harbour Brewery out of Carolina, Puerto Rico. Go on the web. I looked up craft beer in Puerto Rico. I found a bunch of websites dedicated to it. There's a bunch of Puerto Rican craft beer blogs. It's just fascinating to kind of see, what's going on down there, because it's so far away, yet it's still part of the US. So it's just kind of, it seems like another world, but it really isn't. It's just very cool to see what's going on, all the breweries, all the craft beer bars, and definitely, I guess in the touristy areas, the more touristy areas, there's definitely more of that. You're seeing more of that, and so it's very cool to see. And again, one day I hope to see some of that in the US. So a big thank you again to the Beer Rican, aka, I hope I'm saying it right, Luigi. Thanks for shipping these out to me, man. Remember, folks, life's too short. Drink amazing beers, and please comment, like, and subscribe. Cheers.